Hey there, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, Aquarius Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moonlit Waters. Really happy to have you here. If you enjoy what you see and you want to support this channel, hit that thumbs up. Or if you want to be notified when I upload videos, your mid-month of October just came out last week. Then hit subscribe and select all, and then you'll know when I upload videos. We're going to cover a very big astrological week, with October 18th through the 24th. We have a full moon happening. We've got the sun changing signs. We got Mercury, yes, and Jupiter moving direct on Monday. And we have a couple of T-squares. So not much happening at all. All right, so Monday starts out with the moon in already at 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:04 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time in Aries. And apparently you want that one. Oh, I didn't even know that was in here. Okay, and I know why you have that one. It's great. All right, and Mercury's moving direct and Jupiter's moving direct. So dreams will be opportunity for dreams to be really inspirational to you, because that Jupiter is going to trine with where Mars is over there in Libra today. Okay. All right. Good thing you guys can do. I know you can do this. All right. I have a couple of Aquarian children, and you could do this. All right. So you have here, well, let's just first I want to look at this full moon, and then we'll tell you what this all says here. So this full moon is happening at 27 degrees of Aries. If you have any points or placements in 27 degrees anywhere in the chart, it's going to be feeling this energy. So 27 degrees, Libra conjunct, the sun's at 27 degrees of Libra conjunct Mars. We've got the moon at 27 degrees of Aries, and at 27 degrees of Capricorn, we have Pluto. And so that's a T-square. So this full moon is actually creating the T-square. And that is a release of energy. And the release is Pluto likes deep transformation. It likes to destroy things in order to rebirth, right? It's a breakdown and the destruction in order to create space and rebirth and renewal. And so this energy between partnership versus self, right? The Libra versus the Aries energy, and Aries is in this sextile. So that's choice for you. It's about choice, and choice actually came up here. And so it is that choice energy of, do I choose myself, or do I conform to be in a relationship with? And relationship could be with a business partner, with people. It could be a romantic situation. So, but I feel like it's got this big thing, like, how do I choose me? How do I do this? And it feels very large energy of, like, what do I give up? And so you have legacy, which is persistence, and choice, understanding the consequences. Consequences can be positive or negative. This card has shown up so many times today, I've lost track. I would say at least half of the signs got this. You are the last sign I'm doing. Consequences are just the effect of an action, cause and effect. And so sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative. And so when you are persistent with a legacy and you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you always got, right? Is it time to look at what you did and say, maybe there's another way? Maybe if I do something a little differently, I'll get a little bit of a different consequence. But I think there's a lot of fear, because you have fear that showed up here. I think there's a lot of fear, and there's always fear in making a change, right? It is one thing when you're creating the change. I feel like some kind of a change is happening around you, and you don't have total control of it. But this thing about this full moon is about remembering who we are, reclaiming our own sense of self and our own sense of identity. And who are you? You are someone that can overcome obstacles, because you can outthink probably everybody. And so you can do the out-of-the-box thinking. You can find the new way to do it if you let go of the fear. But remember to chase down the consequences before you take the action. Like, follow the thread all the way through. If I do this, what's going to happen? Could this happen? I think you're going to be up in your head a little. And I think that to a degree, that is okay. In the end, your heart needs to be involved in the decision-making process. Because Ganesha is here. And Ganesha is here to help you overcome the obstacles. And Ganesha brings abundance. And Ganesha, look at all that. You can't see it. The light is weird right now because the sun's going down. But the background is all this green and yellow. So self-confidence and heart-healing energy swirling around, and pink and purple. In this one, Ganesha's purple, third eye chakra. So this is about using your intuition, which you access through your heart space, to know what is right for you and to feel confident in what it is that you're going to do, because that first card that came out is the Jade Emperor. Talk about abundance. This is organization. This is great because you've got Saturn in your sign right now. And Saturn in Aquarius is about how do we organize out-of-box thinking to make it successful. So you have some kind of an idea that I think changes the way it's always been done, upsets the legacy of something. Just think it through. And have a practical plan, because that's coming up this week. Think it through enough to know what the next couple of steps are. And honestly, I think you guys can trail it down a little bit further and you'll know. I'll be open to, as you start off on this path, things may come up. You'll overcome the obstacles. Be willing to take the detours because something better might be around that way. So stay flexible in your thinking. But you seem like you have a really great idea. I don't know what it is, but it looks really good from here. The moon's going to move into Taurus on Wednesday afternoon, so just a couple hours after that full moon. That full moon was 11:57 a.m., and then the moon moves into Taurus at 3:59 p.m., and this is that practical energy coming in. How do we ground that down and make it really work? And on that day, on Thursday, the moon is going to conjunct your ruling planet of Uranus. And so even though Uranus is in retrograde, it's kind of like going back and trying to figure out something that's already working on. And so I think you might find a new way to rework the structure, but it's going to square Saturn up in your sign. So I think it's going to be like when I was learning to drive stick shift. You know, a little gas, a little clutch, a little gas, but I couldn't quite do it smoothly. And I think it's going to take a little while till you get it smooth and you figure out what you need to do. But be open to the process and be willing to try and overcome the obstacles. And keep working on this on Friday, because Friday evening, really great energy Friday evening to tap into as far as coming up with a really practical plan and knowing what the first few steps are at any rate. I don't know what this says. The light has changed so much that right now I cannot read this little dinky writing. So you have come to the calm, sodalite. So being calm, being centered in yourself. This is throat chakra too. So when I see that and we're talking to an Aquarius, I always think, you know, you have these great ideas and everything. Be really calm when you are expressing them. You have transmutation, black tourmaline. Okay, black tourmaline and obsidian, these are both the same energies. They've really shown up a lot. Also, over on Facebook at Moonlit Waters, I do a daily read, and tourmaline showed up. So, no, I think obsidian did. So transmutation means oh gosh, this is excellent. We've got a dandelion that's growing out of a stone, the stone, of course, being tourmaline, but it's going to seed. So it is taking something, and it is this idea, the spreading it. How do you spread it? And you have so much life in you, Peridot. It looks like the Ace of Cups. So much opportunity here to move in the direction, but there's a need to bring in this calm. I just need to know what the heck this thing says. It's Celestials quartz. It's very high vibe, I can tell that much. But Why can't they be in here in alphabetical order? Okay, number 99. It says become inimitable. Well, no wonder I can't read it. I don't know what that means. I know you do. I-N-I-M-I-T-A-B-L-E, and I actually have a really good vocabulary, and I don't know what that means. Deep in the heart of the earth, celestial forms, layer by uneven layer. Perhaps in the distant past of her beginning, she was a regular quartz, but after centuries of responding to the ever-present change in temperature, moisture, and even the shifting tectonic plates, she has flowed and morphed into an unexpected shapes and textures. If we allow it, this is what life does to each of us, building our unique knowledge and wisdom until we become celestial ourselves. Allow the world to teach you. The grandmother stone whispers, grow into your own inimitable self. Wisdom is a byproduct of your own becoming. Wow. As I used to tell my kids, there is no substitute for life experience. So, be a student, be willing to learn from the past, be willing to learn from others, in order to become your own Jade Emperor. You've earned your stripes. You will continue to earn your stripes. But you have to be open to the flow and the shift and the changes. That's pretty powerful. Wow. Woo! Like it a lot. Okay, so sun. We're talking about the sun, not the moon right now. The sun moves into Scorpio at 12:51 a.m. I wanted to pull a couple cards for that. Energy. I will be doing monthly readings, but I just kind of feel like this is such a big deal because it comes with an eclipse and the nodes are shifting and there's just so much happening. Oh, look, you have abundance. See? You have abundance. You have the light and you have freedom. There's nobody that wants freedom more than an Aquarius. Boundless freedom surges through me. You have the light. My light radiates through my life and the world around me in abundance. All my needs are met above and beyond my greatest expectations. And if you are playing along locally, I picked Spirit picked a mantra for the week for everybody, but I think this is something to keep in mind. I am loved beyond measure. I am loved beyond measure. Boundless freedom surges through me. My light radiates through my life and the world around me. And all my needs are met above and beyond my greatest expectations. And so there is a consequence, and there's a need to understand the consequences to your actions. But I think it might almost be that if you are stuck in a situation and you have been not moving because of fear, the consequence of staying there is that you're stunted and you don't have the chance to become your inimitable self. Your authentic self. Is that what that means? Because that's what it sounds like. This full moon that is happening in Aries is about becoming our authentic selves. And it is in that area of choice. So do you choose to be who you are, that you are abundant, and that everything you have, or are you going to play it small and stay where you are? In whatever situation this is about. Whether it's a relationship or a job, or where you live. Something about it does not resonate, and it's time to transmute, to make a wish, blow on the dandelion fluff, and follow the seeds of your dreams and your intuition and your wishes to where it is you want to go. So the moon is going to move into Gemini at 3:57 a.m. on Saturday. The moon is going to annoy the crap out of the sun and vice versa. People are going to be irritable. Create some space. Don't hang out with annoying, irritable, triggering situations on Saturday. You can get a lot done mentally if you create some space for it, because the moon is going to be in trine with Saturn up in Aquarius. Saturn wants to create structure. You have Jade Emperor who wants to create structure, and it's in your sign. So create some space to do this mental work here, but don't forget to stay in touch with your heart. What feels right? What brings in the joy? It's really important. So you do have a new beginning coming, but you're going to have to set yourself free from a situation that is keeping you small for some reason. That's all I get is this really small, closed up energy. And so you have here the hummingbird, dreams and a new joy are within reach. You have nesting, promises, and hope. There is opportunities, 3 at least. There's 3 eggs there. There's opportunities. There's choice. You choose to stay where you are or you let yourself go. You have free emotions and anxiety to grackle. Set yourself free. You have freedom. You have free the emotions. You know, there's this fear energy. And I think if you, the obstacle, I think, is your fear. Your fear of change, the fear that you make a bad choice. Oh, here's the good news. Here's the greatest news about making a bad choice. You get to try again. Like, it's okay. It is a learning experience. We grow. We figure out who we are. You learn more from making a bad decision than you do from making a good one. And if you're afraid to make a choice or a decision or a move or anything because what if it's wrong? What if I screw that up? Well, guess what? You get to reinvent and manifest all over again. It's just growth. And it's what you came here to do. So don't worry about it. Because you have here the cardinal. Accept your life's importance. Accept your sense of authority. Accept who you are and know that you are worthy of everything that's amazing. Step into your power. Step into your power this week. Choose what brings you the joy and the happiness. Follow the light within. It will take you where you want to go. If you're always following the light within, you're going to get there. And I almost wonder if this is about you spending way too much time following the thread down to where it goes, when what you really need to do is choose from the heart space and know that dreams and a new joy are within reach and there's promise and hope. This stuff is very emotional. You have to choose with your heart. It's interesting. You are loved beyond measure by the universe. Love yourself beyond measure. Guys, take good care, all right? So, weekly readings here. Monthly reading is out. The mid-month is out last week. If you didn't see that, the monthly for November comes out in 2 weeks. Well, next week. And I'm over on Moonlit Waters on Facebook, so you can check it out daily. But you guys, it's just a little, you will not, Spirit will not let you fail. They won't. Might hurt a little, but how many times do we fall off the bike and then get back on, right? All right, guys, take good care. Talk to you soon.